afternoon, students. I hope you all are fine and enjoying good health. So students, it's our 5th week and I'm talking about the subject science of class 5. As we are using Cambridge Inspiring Science of class 5. Today we will discuss our unit number 3, which is the world of the living. By the name of this unit, you will get to know that we will discuss in this chapter living organisms living in the world. So we know there are different types of the living organisms found on the earth, and on the earth there are different types of the environment, like there is a dry land, terrestrial animals, water animals, reptiles, the birds, the insects. So there are different types of the living organisms which live on the earth in the world. In this chapter we will discuss the different living organisms live in this world. So this unit has its further chapter or the further division. So the chapter number 4 is the animals everywhere. By the name of this chapter, animals everywhere means the animals on this earth are found everywhere. As I have told you that there are different types of the insects, different types of the birds, different types of the mammals or the water animals, terrestrial animals. So these type of animals living on the earth. The objective of our chapter is learn about the different organs for breathing, mouth parts of animals suited to the food. Animals have body parts which help them to move, and appreciate animals for migrating or for their survival. Today we will just discuss our 2 objectives, and the next 2 objectives we will discuss in our next lecture. So you have to be active, or you have to be active for the next lecture. Today we will discuss about the different organs for breathing and the mouth parts or the adaptation of the animals to get the food or to chew their food, to digest their food. What method they are adopting. The chapter name is that animals everywhere means animals are found everywhere in the world. They are found on the land, in water, on trees and in the air. To be able to live in these varied habitats, different animals have developed different modes of breathing, feeding and movement. So the first topic is the breathing in the animals. So breathing is what? Breathing is the intake and the outtake of the gas for the survival. Means in simple way, the human beings, as we are the human beings, we used to take in oxygen gas and take out the carbon dioxide gas. In this we have completed our respiratory system, or it's a breathing in the human beings. Similarly, as we have discussed that different types of the animals living in this world, so the animals name written on the board is they are the microbes, insects, aquatic animals, amphibians and the mammals. Microbes, by the name of the microbe, you will get to know that it describes those animals which are very teeny, means they could be able to see with the help of the microscope, they have the little size than the other organisms. For example, there is the example of the earthworm. They are the little or the tiny microorganisms, microbes. They breathe through their moist skin. Their moist skin helps to exchange the gases, and they survive themselves. After that, they are insects. Insects are called as the arthropods, means the body or their legs or arms, they have the joints. Insects breathe through the small holes called spiracles. Spiracles are the small holes present on the body of the insects. These spiracles helps to exchange the gases, means intake and the outtake of the gases, and these gases pass towards the air tubes. Air tubes are present inside the body parts. Every part of the body there are the air tube, network of the air tubes. The different parts of the body take in oxygen and give out carbon dioxide through these air tubes. After that, spiracles. Then next one is the aquatic animals. Aquatic animals, when we are going to take the name of the aquatic, we just belong it to the water living beings. So when we will discuss the water being, they are most commonly we always take the name of the fishes. So fishes breathe through their gills. Gills are present on each side of their mouth. You can see the structure of the fish. Fish is easily available in the market, at your home. So you can see the gills on each side of the mouth of the fish. Through the gills, the gas is exchanged. Gas is the oxygen. Oxygen means oxygen is exchanged through the gills, and there are a lot of blood capillaries are present in the gills. So where in the gills oxygen is dissolved in the blood capillaries which are present in the gills, and gills helps the fishes to breathe inside the water. After that, the amphibians. Amphibians are those animals which can live on land. On land means on dry areas as well as in the water. As you can see, I have written on the board, they use two modes of breathing. They have two modes of respiration. One is the moist skin, through the moist skin, and other one is the lungs, through the lungs. Means amphibians, when they are inside the water, they use their skin, they use their moist skin for the exchanging of the gases, for the breathing, for the respiration. And when they are on the land, like us, like human beings, we use our lungs. You are very well known about the human organ which is lung. I will discuss you later. That when the amphibians on the land, they breathe through their lungs. After that, I will discuss the mammals. What are the mammals? Mammals are included that animals such as cats, cows and human beings which feed their babies with the milk. They breathe in air through the nose or opening called nostrils. You know there are two holes in your nose, they are called as the nostrils, and there is also the diagram on your page number 34. The air passes into the lungs through the windpipe. Windpipe is after that the nostrils. It connects your nostrils to the lungs. Then windpipe transfers or the transport the air. Air is the oxygen. We always intake the air. It is oxygen. Oxygen air pipe or the windpipe transport the oxygen air towards the lungs. And here is also the blood capillaries present inside the lungs. So oxygen is dissolved into the blood through the blood capillaries. So here is the process of breathing is completed in different types of the living organisms. The now you know activity is present on your page number 34. You have to write down their answers on the book very neatly. There is an important information I want to share with you is that the whale. So whale is a type of the fish is also included into the mammals animal. So they breathe through their lungs. How they breathe inside the water, they come out onto the surface of the water to breathe. They take in oxygen through a blowhole on the top of their head. Whales hold their breath below the water. Since they exhale air with a lot of force, water which is on the top of the blowhole also expels out. Along with this, I will explain you that what is inhalation and what is exhalation. Inhalation is the intake of the air, and we intake the oxygen gas. And exhalation is that process in which we exhale the gas and we exhale carbon dioxide gas. Inhalation and exhalation completed the process of respiration or the breathing. Now the topic is the feeding habits in animals. Means the animals use different modes of eating their foods to digest their foods or for their survivals. Now we have discussed in our chapter that there are different types of the animals like aquatic animals, terrestrial animals, the animals lives on the land, the insects, types of the birds, or the animals jumping on the trees. The reptiles, the animals crawl on the land. There are different types of the animals. So they have to survive themselves on the land. How they have to survive themselves? By eating the food. So as there are the different types of the animals, so they also adopt the different methods for their food. They adopt different types of the methods, like we will discuss them by giving their examples. Like first is the herbivore. Herbivores are those animals, they eat the plants like grass, etc. Mostly they depends upon the plants. So these type of animals use their teeth. Their teeth they have the incisors for the cutting of the plants. Incisors are the sharp front teeth. They also have the strong and broad molars for the chewing. The examples of the herbivores, as I have told you, that these are the organisms. They mostly depend upon the plants like grass or etc. The examples of the herbivores are the horse and cows. After that, the rodents. They gnaw their food. They gnaw their foods with the help of the sharp teeth. The sharp teeth, they have the long and sharp front teeth to gnaw the seeds and the fruits. The examples of the rodents animals are the rabbits and the squirrels. After that, the carnivores. By the name of the carnivores, we get to know that the carnivores are those animals. They tear the flesh with the help of their sharp pointed teeth or the canines. With the help of sharp pointed teeth, also called as the canines, they tear their prey. They also have strong grinding teeth to chew the flesh and crush the bones. Birds. Birds of prey like eagles and kites. They have sharp and strong hooked beak and claws to catch they have the hooked beaks to catch their prey and to tear the flesh. After that, the aquatic animals. Aquatic animals are the animals live inside the water and they depend upon the water for their survival. Many aquatic animals like shark too are carnivores. They also tear the prey and tear the flesh of their prey and get their food. They have the strong jaws and sharp teeth. After that, the insects like mosquitoes, butterflies, flies, ants, they all comes into the insect family. So insects like mosquito and butterflies, they have the feeding tube called proboscis. Proboscis is needle-like structure. You can see in the on the board. They use their long needle-like proboscis. It's a long needle-like organ which they inject inside the body of the host, from which they have to suck the blood or that liquid of the living organism. Mosquitoes have long needle-like proboscis, whereas butterflies have a coiled proboscis. Students, there is the warm-up exercise also on the book page number 33. It is match the animals to their habitats. There is the camel, the shark, or the polar bear and the monkey. So there is giving a habitat. Habitat is that place where the organisms are living. For example, shark is or the fish is living inside the sea or in the sea, and the camel is living in the desert. The polar bear is living in the polar region, and the monkey is living. could believe on the trees. So you have to match their habitats with the animals. Along with these students, you have to complete your notes on the book, as we are sending your notes at your WhatsApp number. So complete your notes on the book as well as on your notebook with the proper method of Garrison School System. The writing pattern, you are very well known about the writing pattern of Garrison School System. If you are facing any difficulty or problem in writing the notes or learning the notes, then you can contact with the school office. And you have to learn all the material given on your textbook and notebooks. Be ready for the next lecture. Take care of yourself. Thank you so much and Allah Hafiz.